Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and this is your
I want to see what he'll say next.
Photo News Fix. This fix is brought to you by ShipStation, and ShipStation sent me a bunch of bullet points to include, and guess what? I don't need those stinking bullet points because I've been using ShipStation for at least the last 2 years. Whether it was shipping out 500 photo books from my Kickstarter or sending out individual prints I sell in my store, ShipStation has been such a time and money saver. Now here's how it works. I get an order in my Squarespace store, ShipStation automatically gets the shipping information, the weight, the size, the shipping method, and all I need to do is double check everything, hit buy and print postage, and bam, my stuff's out the door. Well, it's kind of placed at the door for pickup, which is kind of close enough to being out the door. Now, one major reason I love ShipStation is you can't beat their shipping rates. You save up to 84% off of USPS and UPS rates. When I needed to ship 500 of my 7-pound photo books, I was astonished, yes, astonished at how much cheaper ShipStation's rates were versus mine. We're talking thousands of dollars in savings, thousands. ShipStation is so easy to set up. Effortlessly connect directly to your Squarespace, Shopify, eBay, Etsy stores, and more. No matter if you ship 10, 100, or 1,000 packages a month, ShipStation has a plan for you. In fact, get a 60-day free trial by heading over to shipstation.com/fro. First up, Sony Alpha Rumors thought they had a really big scoop on the industry the other day.
Now that's a scoop of ice cream.
When they posted a leaked website showing the pricing of the Z8. Not too long after they posted it, Nikon Rumors did the same as well. And here's the purported leaked Chinese website. Phone call? Oh, who could that be? Hello?
Yep.
Oh, it's Steven from Fronos Photo. Yes, Steven?
100% fake. I made that graphic up for
Yep.
this year's April Fool's Fix.
Exactly. By the way, Sony Alpha Rumors took down their post once their commenters pointed out that it came from me and our April Fool's Fix. Now here's some advice for Sony Alpha Rumors. Maybe stick to Sony Rumors, or at the very least, try and vet your so-called scoops a little better.
Pistachio ice cream.
Because anyone with some common sense would have looked at the graphic, looked at the specs, followed by the rumored specs, and realized something doesn't match up. That's your April Fool's Fix. The moral of the story, take information shared on Sony Alpha Rumors with a grain of salt, like the info that's coming at the end of Photo News Fix. Next up, remember when Red sued Nikon for infringing on their video compression patents?
No.
If not, here's a quick refresher. Last year, Red sued Nikon when they released firmware 2.0 and claimed Nikon had infringed on 7 of its patents that dealt specifically with a video camera that can be configured to highly compress video data in a visually lossless manner. Well, that doesn't sound vague at all now, does it? Nikon, instead of kowtowing to the lawsuit, came out guns a-blazing and said Red is full of shit and should never have been granted the patent in the first place, as it didn't satisfy the conditions of patentability. Now I'm with Nikon here, and I'm glad they decided to push back. Phone call? Oh, I wonder who that could be. Hello?
Filing a lawsuit.
It's the color red. Yes, Mr. Red?
First off, my pronouns are they, them, so don't assume.
Sorry,
Mr.
my bad.
Anyway, I'm filing a lawsuit against Red for using my name and not paying me, all right?
Oh, okay, good to know.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Now, it's kind of like the same thing going on here. Well, guess what? The case will not be brought to trial as it's been dismissed under Rule 41. Now, I was hoping for Rule 42 myself, but 41 will have to do for now.
What does it all mean?
According to ASMP via Petapixel, a Rule 41 dismissal can mean a lot of things, so it's pretty vague. Most relevant is that it was a joint dismissal, so both parties signed off. It's one without prejudice, which means if something happens in the future, it can be brought back to court. Now, the real winners of this case aren't Nikon or Red, because it's Leica. Because lawyers don't go out and buy Reds or Nikons. They buy $10,000 Leica bodies and another $30,000 in glass. You know, because a ton of money was already spent on lawyers, and lawyers buy Leicas. Now we're gonna dive deeper into this story as well as other news stories of the week on the next Fronos Photo Raw Talk, which comes out on Friday, wherever you get your podcasts. And finally, we turn right back to Sony Alpha Rumors, whose track record is impeccable, if impeccable actually meant often wrong. wrong. Nonetheless, there might be some validity to this rumor. Sony Alpha Rumors is claiming a trusted source
I need some double cheeseburgers.
told them that a new high-end camera will start shipping in August. And when I think of high-end cameras, I don't exactly think of an A6000 series. Nonetheless, they say the A6700 is on its way, and they shared some potential specs. That it will sport a 26 megapixel crop sensor that's the same as found in the FX30, have 7 stops of IBIS, shoot 4K 120 with a slight crop, have a new redesigned body that's slightly larger, has better ergonomics because the old one felt like crap in the hands, keeps the EVF off to the left side, which is still the worst place for one because my nose gets in the way. Yes, it gets smushed right against the back of the LCD screen. 2, the EVF is freaking tiny. It's hard to see through it. And the final rumor is that the A6700 will include the same AI processor that's in the Sony ZV-E1. Now that right there is worth the price of admission if true. The new AI processor Sony is starting to roll out into their cameras is fantastic. It's also been a long while since we've seen a crop sensor Sony camera that's focused on stills primarily. Now, I think it's much needed in their lineup because their recent crop sensor cameras were all focused on video and don't have EVFs built in. Now, what do you think about this Sony rumor, and what do you think about Sony Alpha Rumors? Let me know down below. And there you have it, Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.